Hi, welcome to Unit 2, Lesson 4, Proportional Relationships and Equations. So, this situation says snow is falling steadily in Syracuse, New York. After 2 hours, 4 inches of snow has fallen. And then it wants you to answer 3 questions for this situation. So the first question says, if it continues to snow at the same rate, how many inches of snow would you expect after 6.5 hours? And if you get stuck, you can use the table to help. So if I look at the table a little bit closer, I can see that there's a couple of different ways to solve this. One way is by moving across the table like so. And when I do that, I can see that 2 times 2 is equal to 4. And similarly, if I were to create a ratio of y over x, 4 over 2 would be equal to 2. So this tells me this 2 is an important number, and I can apply it to the 6.5. So if I do 6.5 times 2, I would get 13 inches. So that means after 6.5 hours, I would expect 13 inches. To check it, I could also set up my ratio again, 13 over 6.5, which is also 2. Okay. Now, that 2 plays an important role because that represents our constant of proportionality. And we're going to need that in the next question. Because the next question says, write an equation that gives the amount of snow that has fallen after X hours at this rate. So if I was to finish filling out the table, I could apply the constant of proportionality times 2 to get 2. And I could also apply it to the X, and 2 times x is 2x. This is what I'm going to use to write my equation. My equation is y equals 2x. And we know that x is the number of hours that have passed, because it says that in the equation. But also we know that y is the depth of accumulated. So accumulated just means all of this all together, how much has it snowed. So accumulated snow. Now let's go back and look at that table a little bit closer because we didn't completely fill it out. Okay, we didn't fill out that top part. Well, when we want to work backwards, there's 2 ways we can look at this. But if you recall, if we move back to the original column, we can multiply by the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. So 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. So this is saying that in half an hour, there will be 1 inch of snow. If you filled out your ratios, you would have 1 over 1/2, which is just 1 divided by 1/2, which is 2. And then this one, you would have 2 over 1, so 2 divided by 1 is 2. And you could even go as far as doing 2x over x, which also equals 2. So you can see that constant of proportionality shows up again. The last question asks how many inches of snow will fall in 24 hours if it continues at this rate. So we're going to apply this constant of proportionality to the 24 hours and multiply by 2. So 2 times 24 is 48. So we would say 48 inches. Thanks.